Hey everyone, Clark is Shy here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm back and we are doing Zombies Replay episode 2. Today joining me, we have NoobeyGaming. Noobey.
Hi.
So basically we are now talking about Verruckt. If you never saw last episode, we basically talked about Nacht and how we felt about it. Last time we got too bad for Xbox showing us and our opinions were 6 out of 10 for Xbox, 7 out of 10 for me on World at War and Nacht. Now, as you see here, we're doing BO3 Verruckt, but that's due to the fact that somebody's Xbox wasn't working. So basically we had to do BO3 Verruckt, but we're specifically just going to talk about Verruckt as a whole. So we can either talk BO1 version, which nobody will be happy about, BO3, World at War, just in general Verruckt. So yeah, I'm going to start the timer, I'm going to ask the questions, Noobey, and you can start. So yeah, here we go, 30-minute timer starts now. Alright, Noobey. So, what was your first personal experience with Verruckt, and how did you feel about playing it for the first time?
Right. First experience of Verruckt was in Black Ops 1, and this was probably about, just after the Black Ops 1 season, so it was Modern Warfare 3. I hated the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, so I went, hey, I'm going to give BO1 Zombies another try. Good history is, I'm scared of, like, zombies and shit. So my first experience with zombies as a whole was back in Nacht World at War, and I cried my eyes out. So actually, me making the decision to play BO1 Zombies was actually more of a personal like accomplishment, I guess. I loaded up Verruckt, and then I'm like, holy shit, I love this map. It's got a scary atmosphere, but I'm not scared of zombies. I'm scared of life. Because of all the screaming and this freaking dentist chair and everything. So yeah, it was happy times, Clarky.
Well, happy times of Verruckt, okay, you like to see it.
Happy times on Verruckt. The map played pretty well. The Winter's Howl's on the map in BO1 as well, which people kind of forget. There's also monkey bombs on BO1 Verruckt, even though it wasn't in World at War. And I think in general, I prefer BO1 Verruckt more than World at War, just because it feels like it plays a lot better, and it's also got the Winter's Howl and the monkey bombs, which just makes it a bit more fun, I guess. But yeah, that was. Thank you. You saved my life.
Okay, interesting. Alright. My first personal experience with Verruckt, honestly, was like World at War Verruckt. Nacht just came out, and I was on the ground for Nacht all day, all night, you know. Verruckt then released, and honestly, even though Darius is probably the most favourite map in World at War, I'm personally going to say Verruckt is definitely the best World at War map. As much as I do like Darius, just something about World at War gives you, like, probably one of the scariest maps, like, not in BO3, but World at War Verruckt specifically did bring a scary vibe. It brought in traps for the first time. It was the first map to bring in perks like Jug, Quick Fab Double Tap, and Speed Cola. Changed the game as a whole compared to Verruckt, World at War. So it was honestly really interesting, and it's like, the more Verruckt does build up within Black Ops 1, your most favourite version of Verruckt somehow. And Black Ops 3 as well, like, I was glad to see that, like, Verruckt was still evolving, like, it was good to see it come back in BO3, and like with the Gobblegums changes and the Wonder Fizz, it's just the more Verruckt goes on, the more big changes. And like you said, with the Winter's Howl being in the box, they added in the WAF for Verruckt BO3 as well, and the fact that it was in Revelations as well with a mix of Expo and Sheening them in there, I thought it was really interesting. So
I was going to ask you a question, change format.
Ooh.
What do you think about BO4's Verruckt?
Oh! Fucking blackout.
Blackout, lads.
To be honest, if BO4 I just got the PPSH. If BO4 Verruckt did become a thing, right? Like blackout, where you could actually go outside and explore like unexplored areas within the Verruckt that we all know, I would be hyped with that. I would have been fine with that. It would just be like a Verruckt reimagined. I'd be personally fine with that. I would be really, really hyped if Verruckt came back, honestly. I wouldn't mind how many remasters Verruckt got. As long as they kept changing it up, I would have been fine with it, honestly. So, yeah. Do you have anything to say about BO4 Verruckt then, Noobey?
That's just the best place to drop in Blackout, so I've got to add.
Okay. I like it. So,
especially Warden's house in Verruckt.
True. Okay. Like it. So, Noobie, what is the things that you don't necessarily like about Verruckt? And again, it can be any version, all versions, whatever.
The freaking room where the bootlegger is in this version. I can't remember what it was in BO1 or World at War, but what the hell's the point of that room?
Don't know.
Just feels like a big waste of points.
I don't know. Could be a bit of secrets in there. You never know. Let's explore. Well, you've got a heating, you've got a kitchen, you've got skulls wherever the fuck they are. You've got a bootlegger on the wall. You've got wherever the fuck these are. You've got a sink. Yeah.
That's where you wash your hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, Rob Noobie. Is there anything else you'd like to say about not anything you just don't like about Verruckt?
I'd say that, especially with the BO3 version, I feel like the layout needs to be changed a little bit. BO1 Verruckt, honestly, I think that was fine how it is. World at War Verruckt, they just needed some quality of life changes to it.
Yeah. Well,
you know what? I had a pack punch machine. Give me a pack punch machine. That's all I need. I had a pack punch machine invented yet, but still, give me a pack punch machine.
Okay, understandable.
But yeah, I can't think of anything bad.
About Verruckt.
I don't think Verruckt's offensive. I think that anything which is bad isn't actually the worst thing in the world. Like, there's a load of other maps with bigger problems. I mean, you can even get a blood shower in Verruckt.
So, what I personally really don't like about Verruckt, and what you said, there was more problems with other maps compared to Nacht and Verruckt and stuff. To me, Verruckt, I don't want to say it's super tight space, because that's one of the things I like about Verruckt, because I really like the challenge that Verruckt has with its tight spaces. But like you said, the layout could be changed a tiny bit, like they did with BO3. They added in a secret room and stuff. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Really, there's really no problems I can really say about Verruckt. It's just I wish the spaces were a tiny bit bigger, maybe. Again, I do like the tight spaces, so it's more of a challenge. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just shit. But hey, the MC Zombie Slayer got to fucking round 100 on Verruckt, so it's not a problem with that.
Hey, you gotta remember though, there's different kind of players. There's hardcore players who'll grind a map for ages, just get high round, and there's people like us well, I guess people like you who just go, hey, this is fun, I'm gonna play it. And there's people like me who want to grind stuff to actually earn stuff, and it's like, Zombies hasn't done that in a while.
Yeah, someone spent fucking 82 hours on World at War Verruckt or BO1, I'm pretty sure. One of the two. Someone spent fucking 82 hours on just this map. I can't fucking imagine doing that. It's mad. But if there was anything you would want to change or add to the map, and I know you've stated this already, Noobie, but if there was anything else you'd like to add or change to the map, what would it be?
If I was to create this map right now, I would probably make it so you could go outside, but I'd have it so there's debris on the floor everywhere. Because of course, if you just let people go outside, you've seen how much space is out there. Like your boy's going to be training for days out there. Yeah. I guess if everything's inside, then that's the risk. But oh, I'm looking. I was looking outside the window. I'm getting hit. Thank you.
You've been saved.
But yeah, I would love to just be able to go outside essentially and just have more space, I guess.
Yeah, honestly,
I like the tightness of the indoors. Even if it took if everything had to be inside to balance it out. So, for example, if you go down outside, the risk is that you go back into these tight spaces inside to get your perks and your weapons and stuff. Then that's, I think, a decent trade-off for Verruckt.
Yeah, because BO4 Verruckt had a lot of places to explore and stuff, and that's what I really did like about it. And I just wish if Verruckt ever comes back, I just hope to God, and I'm not even talking about a battle royale mode Verruckt version. I'm talking about actual zombies that you can actually explore the outside. You've got the dolls and secrets within BO3 Verruckt. and for all we know, there could be more outside the map, and like you can clip out in theatre mode or something. For all we know, but I don't know. Just exploring the outside of Verruckt would be really interesting. But the main point is the inside of Verruckt. But hey, I don't really mind the fact that we're not going outside. But I'm just saying, like, it would be really cool. Like, you can interact with the fountain with your grenades and stuff, like exploding it, and then she'll split out blood and that. But I don't know, man. I just feel like there's something like outside that we just haven't explored yet. For all we know, it could still be in BO4, but hey, I still think that would be a great addition. There should be a way to go outside, and that's what I was expecting from the Zombie Chronicles editions, and that's what I said with Too Bad for Xbox with Nacht. Seeing as like there's like Easter eggs within BO3 and World of War and stuff never like had like proper Easter eggs. I wouldn't mind like a Bible ending or something, like maybe you bought an expensive door which led you outside, then you need to buy a Bible ending on Verruckt. That's what I'd personally add and change, honestly, for like BO3 or just a future remaster of Verruckt if it ever happened, which is less likely I think, but it would definitely be really cool to me. But yeah, that's what I'd personally add or change to the map.
Just additional to your Bible ending idea, I think what would be cool, because I've mentioned this before, I can't remember who to. Bible ending is like a custom map thing, and I feel like it should stay there. But if there were to do, like, I guess a separate mode where you have to get certain amount of points to buy something or buy a bunch of things in a certain order, and that gives you a reward, I think that'd be kind of cool. So, for example, let's say there's a Bible door, like this door down here, this cage. To go outside, and this was 60,000 points, and there's a game mode where you have to get all your kills, all your points, just a normal zombies mode, and then you have to buy this door, and it gives you like, I don't know, a master, what was it called again?
Mastercraft.
It gives you a mastercraft to pawn a certain gun, and it's like Verruckt themed. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd really like when I was talking about like Bible endings and like, and I do agree with you. I personally think they should still stay on custom maps, definitely. But the only reason why I brought them up is because like, seeing as they were in World of War 2008, and World of War has custom maps, I wouldn't be surprised if they only added in Bible endings on like remasters and stuff, because it all originated from World of War. That's why I thought Bible endings would be a big issue. But yeah, I personally think they should stay on custom maps, but if it ever happened, I would have been cool with it either way. But yeah, and I really did like your idea. That is a cool idea, where you need to get a lot of points and then you open up like a secret room or something, and then you get like a mastercraft or something. I think that would be really cool. Alright, Noobey. So, there's not that much storyline within Verruckt. All we know is that there's Dempsey soldiers coming to Verruckt and stuff. That's really all I know about Verruckt. But I don't know if you're a storyline person, but this is optional. If there is any storyline that you would like to mention right now, you can go ahead.
Oh my god. I think personally we need in Verruckt to talk about the actual Marines. Because that's the other thing we're missing. We need to know more about my boy Tank Dempsey at this time, because we know not jack anything about him. John Banana, Smokey, and my boy Gunner. Them before Marines, lads. I remember them.
What, John Banana?
Yeah, John Banana was one of the Marines.
I don't
Smokey was another Marine. And also, what's Gunner's real name? Oh, Paxton something. I can't remember his second name.
I don't even know if you're kidding or not, but is that actually their real names? I didn't know their names. What? John Banana?
Yeah.
Damn.
John Banana.
Yeah, I wish we could have learned more about the Marines. Like, all we knew is that, they're coming here because Dempsey said so, for like certain things about like the zombies outbreak and stuff. That's all I really knew about them. But like, did they survive? What did they do? Did they die?
They all died besides Dempsey.
Jesus. But isn't there like...
no, sorry. Gunner also survived, I think. I can't remember.
Interesting, okay. But if you look here in the video, there's like writings on the wall. I remember there's something going to do with this, but I actually can't remember. If you know anything about it, would you like to share?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. So, would you be okay, Noobey, if this map got another remaster, or if it came into like, or if it done a Revelations, where it's a new map but it featured in Verruckt, kind of like something like that.
Oh god, this is game over. I'm got no ammo, so. I personally, and I'm gonna try and talk whilst training zombies here. Wouldn't like to see it in zombies, but I would accept it as like Asylum in multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a good multiplayer map. Personally, for zombies, I don't like to see it remastered if it got BO4'd, which not many people would enjoy. Where they actually changed the map, added an Easter egg, stuff like that. But for multiplayer, if I just added Asylum back, I'd accept it. I'd accept it like my child.
Okay.
Even though I don't know what it's like to have a child, but I will accept it like it was my child.
Okay, I'm not going to ask questions about the child thing, but okay. If Verruckt had to come back, and I do agree with you, I wouldn't mind it coming back as zombies personally, but like, again, with going back to the Bible and everything, I just wish they added in like a big Easter egg or something, if they did bring it back. If they just brought it back, like BO3 Verruckt, just with a few new extra rooms and stuff, I'd be happy with it, I'd accept it, yeah, but it's like, what's the point in bringing back like a map from World at War, then to BO1, then to BO3, and both remasters of Ascension, no, not Ascension, Revelations, and what is it? Revelations, and then Zombie Chronicles. I just personally wouldn't see like no point at all. Again, might just be me, but I don't know. I just feel like they had to do something big that like blow the community away if they did bring back Verruckt. So personally, I wouldn't mind if they brought it back, but to see it back in zombies, I don't know. The only way I can see them bringing it back is if they done something big, not like an exact remaster of like the BO3 version, BO1 version. They'd have to do something big. But if anything, I can see them return it, like your idea, in multiplayer or like a type of like battle royale-ish, because they did that in what's it called, BO4. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I just can't see it return back to zombies unless they really do something big with it. But that might just be me. So Noobey, is there anything else you would personally like to add about anything on Verruckt?
Personally, no. I feel like Verruckt's so basic where there's not really too much to talk about in it. It's just an experience. And I feel like that's what people miss, is that people say Verruckt's a bad map and they compare it to like all these Ds, all these. But at the time, the options were Nact or Verruckt. And personally, I know which one I would play. Verruckt. And then even when all BO1 maps came out, my go-to map was Verruckt. Just because it was like, I wouldn't say the most difficult map, because of course that would go to Call of the Dead, I'd say. And maybe Shang as well. But it's got the perfect balance of difficultiness and also just, I guess, calmness, where you don't have to be super try-hard to have fun on the map. I don't feel like it forces you to play a certain way. Like, you can pretty much grab any gun and have fun. Whereas, like, Call of Dead, you're kind of forced to use a selection of weapons to actually have fun on the map.
Yeah.
Because of the boy George.
The boy George.
Yeah, so I feel like just Verruckt's just, like, inoffensive, in a way. And I think that's why I like it, is because people would say, oh, but the Verruckt experience, I'm like, okay, it added a slight challenge, it wasn't difficult. And then they go, there's no edge train. I'm like, yeah, so I don't have to worry about having to just constantly concentrate on a train. I just kill zombies and have fun. I don't have to do any of this wacky crap.
Yeah, and like when people say there's no place to train, like you have like this area here where we are, Noobey. Like I see people normally train here now. And like it's a big enough decent area. Like I'm not sure about Black Ops 1 and World at War, hey? But at the end of the day, this is still like a decent big area, and like I've seen people sometimes go up here in the speed cola room or just stay in the kitchen. Like even like camping in the kitchen, it's a whole room where you can actually move about and stuff. Like for all you know, you could just go out here and camp here, or you could just stay in the kitchen and go out the other area. And that's what I really like about Verruckt, because who doesn't really like to camp? You want to be on your feet. It's a challenge. You want to move around and stuff. And honestly, Verruckt's one of those maps where, like, if you want to improve your zombie skill, I can definitely see Verruckt being one of those maps. Because, like, you're not just camping. You're always moving around. And it gives you, like, choices saying, oh, what do you do in this situation or the next? It's whatever at the end of the day. Really all I can say, to be honest, about Verruckt. It's really just simple, and like I can understand why people hate it. I'm looking at you, Greg FPS. But at the end of the day, Verruckt is what it is. There's no really bad bit about Verruckt I can really say. There'd be some changes, yeah, but they'd have to be changes where people would actually really like Verruckt. Because for the people who do hate Verruckt, if you want to add in like changes that make the people who hate Verruckt happy, then you gotta do it right. And that's why, like, if Verruckt did come back in the zombies mode, personally, they'd have to do something big where it'd blow the community away. And that's why I was really excited for Zombie Chronicles. Like, I thought there would be like a buyable ending and stuff. Like, I wouldn't mind that, but I'd only expect that from the World at War versions. I wouldn't expect that from BO1. Because BO1 remastered has Ascension, Shangri-La, those Easter eggs, had Moon, and it had Kino. Yeah, and Kino too, which... Yeah.
Maybe I'd buy the Kino.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a buyable ending on Kino. Like, if there was a backdoor stage where you'd buy that and then you'd see the Lunar Lander, which in the storyline is a Lunar Lander outside of Kino, which then leads them to Ascension. So, I wouldn't mind that.
Why don't you buy the ladder?
What do you mean, the ladder?
Oh, like, do you not know about that theory that you can climb a ladder in BO1 Kino?
Oh!
Buy the ladder and you actually climb it to get out.
Oh god!
And then you see the moon on. I'm gonna die here because I'm camping in the bootlegger room. I don't mind. I got widows. It's fine.
Jeez, God's sake, that's an old theory. Climbing the ladder, Jesus.
And when the remaster Transit, you have to buy Tank Dempsey. You have to buy Tank Dempsey because Tank Dempsey's missed his father.
Yeah, which is true now. Oh god, I'm probably gonna die as well. We're only gonna survive 8 more minutes, Noobey. So, Noobey, out of 10, what would you rate Verruckt, and your reason why?
The death machine's gone. That's what I rate out of 10.
The death machine is gone out of 10. There you go. That's Noobey's rating. And I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay. Well, whilst we've got this wonderful music, so I would rate, and this might surprise you because Verruckt's my favourite map. Verruckt is, out of me, is probably a 6 out of 10.
Ooh.
Because if you're talking about Verruckt in the overall picture right now, it's a 6 out of 10. It hasn't got pack. It doesn't have a lot of features that we're accustomed to in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we didn't have weapon kits back in BO1 or World at War and stuff like that. We only have 4 perks. Now, these are the so-called Big 4, I guess I'll call them. So I guess they're not so-called that, because I just made up a word for him. But it does miss, like, Stamina Up. It does miss Widow's Wine in the early editions. And it does miss the Electric Cherry as well. And I'm talking about BO1 again. I feel like that would have improved the map. I feel like Verruckt, I love Verruckt just because I think it's a good challenge map. It doesn't restrict fun, and that's why I like it. Whereas other challenge maps, like I would say Call of the Dead, restrict fun just because you got that forced narrative of having to kill George, and you have to have a really good weapon to do it. And I feel like Shangri-La is also a good challenge map, which is why I rate it highly. But it does restrict the fun because, again, there's only a handful of weapons you can have fun with. Whereas Verruckt, you can use any weapon besides probably like 5 war weapons to have fun with. You can use anything from the box, any of the other like war weapons, and you're good.
Okay. Personally, God's sake, I really like Verruckt a lot, so there's really nothing bad I can say. I really liked what you just said though. I am surprised that you did rate it a 6 out of 10. Damn. I'm gonna rate Verruckt an 8 out of 10. I will rate Verruckt an 8 out of 10 due to the fact that I like the challenge that Verruckt has, and like you said, it is standard boost. There's really not much to go on Verruckt apart from survive. There's not much storyline within the map, true, but I really like the challenge that Verruckt does have in store, and especially with BO3, because BO3 you can do megas, you can do classics, you can do no gums, and with BO1 as well. BO1 is a challenge with the Winter's Hill, because Winter's Hill BO1, I don't personally, it's not really my type of like wonder weapon on BO1 with Hill. Maybe I'm missing something, maybe, but I don't know. And like with World of War Verruckt, I really did like World of War Verruckt when it released. Got a lot of creepy vibes from it. And again, like any version from Verruckt, I'd say, and even the BO4 Blackett version, I'd say it's a challenge. Like, you have loads of areas to explore, and it's just, I don't know, man, just something about Verruckt, it can be like a lot to explore, and like there's a lot of tight spaces, and I just really like the challenge that Verruckt does have in store for the players and stuff. So yeah, but anyways, there's really nothing bad I can say about Verruckt, and if you guys don't know, Noobey's favourite map right now, unless he changes it, is BO1 Verruckt. Would you like to say the reason why, Noobey?
The reason why... So I haven't played BO1 Verruckt in, I want to say 2 years, mainly because I don't play on Xbox One, and that's what I've got BO1 on. But whenever I played it, I felt like it was, again, a good... It's essentially just what I enjoy. So, I enjoy grinds from zombies games. There isn't really good grind in any zombies game besides BO4 because of Dark Matter. And also, I guess, somewhat Director's Cut IW. But, whenever that ain't a thing, I want to challenge myself, but also keep up fun levels. I feel like Verruckt was, at the time, probably my favourite for that sort of thing. I do like stories as well. Verruckt didn't really have a story, which is upsetting, I guess, in a sense. But personally, for me, Verruckt was just a good challenge map where I can just have loads of fun doing it, and that was just simply the point. I feel like the only people that experienced that was people who've actually tried it for a long period of time and realised actually this is really fun. Because I feel like people put Verruckt in a bin 'cause it's not fun exactly immediately as you load up the map.
Yeah.
I can't remember who, but I remember someone talked about the no drug challenge on Verruckt, and I think that was on BO3 for CWC. And I think at that point they realised, hey, Verruckt's a map I normally put in the bin, but once I started doing this challenge, I was having shit tons of fun because I literally only played this map for a month straight.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who it was. I think it was... Oh, I can't remember his name. I don't know who it is. Oh, it was someone there. And I feel like that is what Verruckt is. It's something where if you just play it a while, you actually see the challenge, have fun playing it, and you can enjoy it.
Okay. Alright, interesting, because there is a, like... I just don't know, man. There's just something about Verruckt I really, really do like. And, like, it's a challenge within the map itself. Like, again, you have 2 bots challenge. Like you said, no jug challenge. Flawless challenge. You can do loads of challenges on Verruckt. And Verruckt itself is a challenge. So there is, like, in a way, a lot to do on Verruckt that can, like, improve your skill or anything. But that's really all I can say about Verruckt. So, Noobey, we are 5 seconds away from the stopwatch. So... do you have anything to say before?
Boobs!
Okay. Well, anyways, guys, that was so much replay 2 with NoobeyGaming. Noobey, thanks for coming on. And next episode we'll be doing Shinonuma. Let me know if you guys do want to see Noobey again. I bet you anything he'll probably won't come on because he hates me to fuck. But anyways, Noobey.
Ancient Evil.
I mean, if you're down, I will hit you up. I will hit you up for Ancient Evil.
You heard it here first. If Clark doesn't pick me for Ancient Evil, you're allowed to give him hate.
Alright, but anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Noobey, for coming out. Do check out Noobey's channel and description below. That's if he does upload. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, boys. And goodbye.